Agora, um momento internacional, vocês sabem que a China é o maior parceiro comercial do Brasil e hoje a gente está fazendo uma visita aqui no pavilhão chinês aqui, que é maravilhoso, gigantesco.
So my country, as Ghana, is in the west of Africa. We are the second largest producer of cocoa beans globally.
Olha só, gente, o Fala Carlão especial deste sábado continua falando em língua estrangeira. É isso mesmo, você vai acompanhar a partir de agora aqui no seu programa Fala Carlão. E claro, com apoio da AgroRevenda, da Faesp, da Absolo e da Andave. A gente está aqui no consórcio da Amazônia Legal, acabou de ter um debate aqui interessantíssimo sobre crédito de carbono, enfim, sobre o projeto de Belém do Pará, sobre o projeto do Pará, sobre o projeto do governo. E quem participou aqui intensamente desse debate, participou das discussões e trouxe o que está rolando, o que já aconteceu, o case lá do país em Gana. Gana é um país no oeste da África, tem uma costa imensa, então, portanto, de certa forma, vizinho do Brasil. A única coisa que nos separa é o Oceano Atlântico. E aqui do meu lado, a Rosalind Fusua Adjei. Acho que é isso, né? Thank you very much for coming here at Fala Carlão.
Thank you very much, Carlão.
I would like everybody in Brazil who assists our program, most of them is an agribusiness business. And you in Ghana, you used to, I imagine that you have agriculture in Ghana. Tell me about your country.
So my country, as Ghana, is in the west of Africa. We are the second largest producer of cocoa beans globally. And so this tells you that we rely so much on agriculture. We have about 50% or 51% of our population engaged in agriculture. That also means that we also have a lot of pressure on our forests because we have a mosaic landscape. We have the farmlands intertwined within the forest areas. And that is why we have been very, very active within the climate change conversation, because we want to have agricultural productivity that is sustainable, that does not reduce our forests. And then we also want our forests to be available, to be there to provide the microclimate for agriculture.
Our governor, Elder Barbalho, likes you very much and loves you to, he wants to go to Ghana to learn with you. You will be received the governor there?
Why not? How many people have the governor liking them? Well, it's very interesting, and we are very happy to receive the governor, to receive the people of Pará, and also other places from Brazil and across the world, because in this climate change conversation, we all have to work together. It's not about Ghana or Brazil or another country. It's about all of us coming together to build the necessary action that we need, because if climate change affects Brazil, it affects Ghana.
Yes, very. Quem está aqui do meu lado agora é a Princess Tom. Ela é fundadora da Africa for Nuclear e ela vem lá da África do Sul. Princess, thank you very much for coming here at my program. Fala Carlão.
Hello, Carlos. Thank you for having me.
And tell me about why you found this Africa for Nuclear.
I found Africa for Nuclear because I wanted a hat that I will wear when I have to advocate for nuclear programs on the African continent. So I needed to represent something, and so I came up with the name Africa for Nuclear, and having discovered how other people are doing it in their countries. And then I thought, why not in Africa? So that's how I founded Africa for Nuclear.
Africa is very rich, South Africa is very rich in renewable energy. Why nuclear?
South Africa is actually not rich in renewable energy. We are a coal country, but we also have a nuclear power plant, and the only African country that has a nuclear power plant. So we want more of those nuclear power plants because we have experience of how nuclear energy can contribute to energy mix and to sustainability of the country.
And that's your first participation here at COP29? Or?
I actually call myself a COP veteran because this is like, I started participating in COP at COP26 in Scotland.
Wow,
and ever
in
since
Glasgow.
in Glasgow, yes. So I haven't stopped.
Do you like? What do you think about this, exactly that, and what I am from Brazil, and the next year I expect to meet you in Brazil.
Oh, definitely you're going to meet me. I'm a veteran of
Yeah.
COP. But what I like about COP is that that's where we are all equal. You can easily walk past a president of the country.
It's
You
true.
see, we are all equal at COP. No one is more important than the other. So we get to engage with these dignitaries. And that's where the important discussions are happening and where the policy directions are taken. So that's what's important about COP.
What Ghana has to teach the world about this thing?
So in 2008, Ghana realized that we were losing our forests and we were losing them at an alarming rate. So we joined the global mechanism, reducing emissions from deforestation and forest degradation, REDD+. Now, since that time to today, we have been able to define our REDD+ strategy. We have been able to establish our safeguards information system. We have been able to establish our forest reference level. We have been able to define our benefit sharing mechanism for carbon payments. We have also been able to define the fund flow mechanism. When you have the benefits, how do you let it flow to the local communities, to every stakeholder? And most importantly, we have also been able to build an inclusive and robust governance structure where we have local communities, government, private sector, civil society, all working together to help address deforestation and forest degradation. And once we are able to do this, when we have any carbon payments, which we actually have, the World Bank has been the one that we started this journey with through the Forest Carbon Partnership Facility. They have paid us 2 carbon payments for tangible and verified emission reductions and removals in our cocoa growing area. So you realize that we have had a rich experience of 16 years plus of building structures, of engaging, of consulting, and then now to distributing benefits. And we have also been able to use the benefits to build on economic development for local communities. Wow. We are doing community like potable drinking water, school classroom block, clinics, and this is what the people need. Climate change is not just climate change. You also have to look at the interconnected issues of health, of sanitation, and that is what we have been doing. So we have a lot of experience that we can share with different stakeholders. And as we are sharing, we are also learning. Because it's not just about what we are doing in Ghana. Once we share, we open our doors, we also get to know how other countries are doing some things that are a challenge for us, and we can also learn and make our process better. So this is what we have to offer.
Uau! A Rosalind, ela é diretora de mudanças climáticas da Comissão de Florestas de Gana, conversou com a gente aqui, você vê que a gente aprende uma barbaridade. I was talking to my followers that we just learn lots of things with you here today.
Yes, and I am very happy to greet your followers. I'm not seeing you, but you are seeing me. I'm sure one day we'll see each other. And also to let everybody out there know that climate change is real. Climate change is affecting everyone. Climate change is particularly affecting developing countries. We are hearing of flooding, of droughts. This year in Ghana, we had 1 month of droughts, which affected agriculture. If we all don't rise up to address climate change, is going to have serious impact for us. And I'm using your channel and your followers to also reach out to private sector, to other governments, to keep on supporting and to release the necessary finance, because without finance, everything we are talking about is just on paper.
Agora, o momento internacional, vocês sabem que a China é o maior parceiro comercial do Brasil e hoje a gente está fazendo uma visita aqui no pavilhão chinês aqui, que é maravilhoso, gigantesco. O pavilhão da China hoje é o último dia. Quem vai falar conosco aqui é a Vivian, in English é Vivian. Thank you very much for coming here at Fala, Carlão, Vivian.
My pleasure.
What happened here at the last day for Pavilion China?
China Pavilion for last day is the many province who has done well in the response to the climate to show what they have done and what caused the good result to show this. Okay.
And have you ever been to Brazil?
I never.
Never. Oh.
It's my first time here.
Brazil is a very important partnership from China.
Yeah.
We make soil. Brazil and China are partnerships.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's the balance of this COP for China?
The balance?
Yes. What the result of this COP for? Do you like this movement?
Yeah, yes, it's very, very exciting, and because so many people from all over the world come and communicate just like us, and we met new friends. It's very exciting.
And you give this my present.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for this.
My present.
Why you choose this kindful giving this gift for everybody?
Yeah, I will give a speech later, and I'm also a worker to like a volunteer here. You know that there's so many people crowded in the China Pavilion, so I'm not a work, but I'm a volunteer here.
And this copy, what's everybody's talking about the money of the financial, the changing the climate. What about you? What about your opinion about that?
Of course, we are discussing financing of these projects in this year's COP. But being a nuclear person, obviously I have to also get involved in these discussions, especially when we know that the likes of IMF and World Bank are not financing nuclear projects. They've banned them. So they need to come out and tell us when are they lifting the ban, because we cannot be having these discussions without their involvement.
Here in Fala, Carlão, we used to say that nobody was born like an activist. Everybody has a little history. What's your history?
I can tell you that I probably was born an activist because
Really?
Yes, my father is an activist. He was a member of Conversei. He was a soldier during the apartheid time in South Africa.
Okay.
So I grew up knowing what activism is all about.
And you are happy at this moment, what a stage that we have?
I'm not happy because for me what I advocate for is nuclear programs on the African continent. So the only thing that would make me happy is to hear the announcement that at least 5 countries in Africa are building nuclear power plants, and when I witnessed the pouring of the first concrete.
Thank you very much for this conversation.
Thank you, Carlos.
Bom, gente, vocês viram aí o pessoal de fora do Brasil. Sábado que vem o assunto é produtor rural na COP. Você vai saber quem é que estava por lá. É isso aí, gente. Obrigado pela audiência. Um forte abraço. Plataforma AgroRevenda, super obrigado. Obrigado, Faesp. Obrigado, Absolo. Obrigado, Andave. Até sábado que vem, gente. Valeu!